Hi everyone, I'm John Cullen from Bulldog Marketing and Sales, and this is 10 Pet Marketing Commandments. Now clearly I'm no Moses, and my inspiration is really far from divine, but I do have over 10 years in the pet industry, and I've helped a lot of small and mid-sized companies achieve success in this business. And the reason I put this together, the 10 Pet Marketing Commandments, is really to help your pet business. So let's start. The first commandment, thou shalt have more than one pet product SKU. Now, if you've been following along at home with me over the last couple of years since I started Bulldog, this is something that I bring up a lot, and I want to keep bringing it up so people listen. You absolutely need more than one SKU. You need to create a brand block on shelf, and the way to do that is with different sizes, scents, and flavors. And honestly, you need 10 to 12 SKUs so you have a real line of products. And why? Well, these points that I made here, but also buyers don't want to do the paperwork for one SKU because they know it's going to fail. Number 2, thou shalt have great packaging. This is really, really important. You need a great brand name, a great logo, and just overall great packaging. And you can see here, do this, not that, on the smart tag example. Have great packaging. It's not as expensive as you might think. When I used to work at H.J. Heinz on the Pounce brand, we used to spend $40,000 per SKU for new packaging, and that was just for refinements. But it's not necessary. A great package today can cost somewhere between $2,000 and $4,000. If you don't have that kind of money to invest in your business, because this is the most important thing you can invest in, because the packaging is your silent salesperson on the shelf, maybe you should look for a different business. Know thy pet category. How big is the category you want to get into dollar-wise? Is it growing or declining? What is the household penetration? If you're getting into dog food, household penetration is close to 100%, but it's extremely competitive. Is it a good industry to be in? I don't know. It's probably about $9 billion a year for dog food. How about your category? If you don't know the answers to these questions, don't get into the business. Answer these questions first and know if there's a real opportunity there. Thou shalt get the right pet rep. The right rep will get you an appointment. Right now, if you're cold calling and sending samples blindly to a buyer, even if you know the buyer's name, which is great, that's a great first step, it's a complete waste of time. Just stop doing it right now, find the right rep, get the appointment, go see a legit buyer at Petco or PetSmart or a major distributor, and get a PO. Reps work on commission, so there's really no risk for you. So stop cold calling today, get a rep, get an appointment, get a PO. Know thy competition. What are their products and pricing? Where are they distributed? What are they talking about on Facebook and Twitter? Really get to intimately know who your competition is and what they're about and their, everything about their business. What's the ingredients that they're using? Where are they sourcing from? What are their strengths, weaknesses, and what are the opportunities you have to go up against them? Thou shalt have a pet marketing budget. This is really important. A lot of people get into the pet business and they say, well, pet products sell themselves. Well, you know what? They don't. And you need to spend money on marketing. And the rule of thumb is 10 to 15% of sales. If you don't have any sales, do 10 to 15% on projected sales. Break open the piggy bank, get the moths out of your wallet and start spending money, because it's the only way you're going to be successful. If you don't want to spend money on marketing, go get a different job and don't get into the pet business, because it is going to cost something. So if you're not in the business of spending money to have a successful pet business, don't get into the business. If you can't break open the piggy bank, don't do it. Thou shalt go to Global Pet Expo. This is the only really important show to go to. The audience there is all major industry buyers. Petco, Target, Walmart, BJ's, Sam's Club, major distributors throughout the U.S. Anybody who's anybody in the pet business goes to the show. And how do you go? You got to join the APPA. It's really important that you join them. And you need to be shipping product. That's the only real criteria that they ask for to join, and that you are an actual legitimate manufacturer of a pet product. And once you've established yourself, then you can go to Super Zoo and Backer. But right now, set your sights on Global Pet Expo. Know thy pet customer. And what I mean by that is the actual retailer. What are their margin requirements for your category? Is it 70%? Is it 20%? Is it 90%? How many products like yours do they currently carry? If you're making hotspot solutions or shampoos, what does the competition look like? Is there 30 other brands in there? Is there 10? Is there one? Is there none? Sometimes having no competition is not a good thing because maybe there's really not a category. So you have to think about that. How does the account judge success for your category? Is it 4 units per store per week? You should get a good understanding of what they think success is. And when you're sitting with the buyer, you can get some of these answers. But you want to go and check it out. You want to go and visit these stores before you go in and see a buyer and get a good understanding of what the shelf set looks like and the way they do business. The rep can also help give you some guidance here. Thou shalt advertise your pet product. Start generating awareness for your brand and product today. First, advertise to the trade. You can go to Pet Product News, Pet Business, and Pet Age. So the trade, and by that I mean retailers, distributors, major account buyers need to understand what your product is and need to know who you are. Because if you have zero awareness, you're not going to have any sales. And then once you have some distribution, meaning you're on the shelf in some major retailers, then you can advertise to consumers. But until then, it doesn't really pay to advertise to consumers when there's really nowhere to go and buy it, unless it's on your website. And I highly recommend not doing major advertising if you're just going to be online. If you're going to be only online, focus your efforts on SEO, and maybe doing some banner ads on pet targeted sites.